Hello, this is Aubrey's mom, and today I'm going to be reading one of my favorite books. It's called Don't Eat the Bluebonnets. Don't eat the bluebonnets. Sue Ellen had a mind of her own. When the other cows mooed, Sue Ellen whistled. And when the other cows strolled, Sue Ellen danced. Moo, and then she's just dancing. And when Max put up a sign in the south pasture, Sue Ellen stomped her hoof. Max is not the boss of me. I can eat the bluebonnets if I want. The bluebonnets won't come back if you eat them. There's Max right there. The next morning, when Sue Ellen arrived at the south pasture, two small, perfect-looking bluebonnets peeked out from the grass. Don't eat the bluebonnets. I'm not eating them. I'm just looking at them. Anyway, we eat the grass and the grass comes back, and so will the bluebonnets. Later that day at the pond, Sue Ellen swished her tail and took a deep breath. Don't eat the bluebonnets. I'm not eating them. I'm just smelling them. Anyway, the water in the pond comes back, and so will the bluebonnets. That evening, as she grazed under the big oak tree, Sue Ellen spied even more delicious-looking bluebonnets. Don't eat the bluebonnets. I'm not eating them. I'm just kissing them. Anyway, the leaves on the trees come back, and so will the bluebonnets. By the end of the week, the pasture was covered in delicious-looking bluebonnets. Don't eat the bluebonnets. The grass comes back. Don't eat the bluebonnets. The water comes back. Don't eat the bluebonnets. The leaves come back. Look at her eyes. She's kind of mad now because people keep telling her what to do. And so will the bluebonnets. With that, Sue Ellen charged into the pasture and ate all the bluebonnets. Look at her chomping all of them up. It's probably not the best idea. Sue Ellen was so full that she needed a rest. She curled up under the oak tree and fell asleep. And when she woke up, all the animals were glaring at her, especially Max. Somebody ate all the bluebonnets. The bluebonnets will come back. Just wait. Look at how mad all of her friends are because she didn't want to listen to them. And wait, they did. They waited through summer, through fall, through winter, and through spring. And do you think the bluebonnets came back? When the grass grew so tall that it tickled their bellies, the animals headed to the south pasture to see the bluebonnets. But there were none. If the bluebonnets won't come back, I'll bring them back myself. Sue Ellen gathered the bluebonnets in the north pasture and with a swoosh threw them onto the ground in the south pasture. But by midday, the bluebonnets were so flat that even the bees couldn't find pollen in them. But Sue Ellen didn't give up. She had another idea. I'll paint the hay blue. As she finished the last stroke of her brush, she looked up and saw her friends munching and mooing. Well, that didn't work. All her friends ate the blue hay. Sue Ellen didn't give up. She gathered her art supplies and cut and pasted and painted until the pasture was alive with paper bluebonnets. So she made some and put them everywhere. And that night, a Texas-sized thunderstorm blew through the farm. Lightning lit up the sky and thunder boomed and rain soaked the ground. And the next morning, all the paper bluebonnets were gone. You see, they got wet and blew away. I guess only real bluebonnets are the color of the sky. And only real bluebonnets have that pretty smell. And only real bluebonnets can make our pasture beautiful again. So Sue Ellen thought and thought. The answer must be around here somewhere. Would a rake help? No. Would a shovel help? No. Would a hoe help? No, but you gave me a great idea. She has an awesome idea, so she's running off to go gather her supplies. Look what I found. Now I know what to do. It says Tom and Anne's bluebonnet seed contains 1 field of bluebonnet seeds. That night, Sue Ellen and her friends got to work, and again they waited. So they all worked together. It wasn't long until their pasture was beautiful once again, and Sue Ellen knew that she could look at the bluebonnets, she could smell the bluebonnets, and even kiss the bluebonnets. But she would never, ever eat the bluebonnets again. And she put a sign this time that says, "Don't eat the bluebonnets." I hope you guys loved that story.